And what's going on, everybody? Welcome to an American Truck Simulator East Coast Shuffle here with the Volvo VNL 670 from FedEx Ground. So we're going to be pulling a little bit of everything tonight. So I wanted to try to do some things. I've got a brand new combination mod here with trucks and trailers, which is going to be exciting. I'm liking it. It's something that I've not seen at least out much. Let me get around the trucks here because they're a little bit loud. When the UPS, the UPS man, taking some packages. But anyway, here we are. This is pretty much just the one from Aerodef. This is in ATS, and this is a wonderful truck. We'll get inside of it here and crank in. So just a little bit of a forward here before we get to some great shout outs here to all the great people here in chat. Welcome there to everyone. Glad you're here with us. So just to do a little recap on what we have done, what we will be doing. Just so you can kind of keep up with the series. So today's actually going to start a new series here with the East Coast Shuffle. So we're going to put this into its own little playlist. So what you do, if you want to go back, if you want to catch up on anything, if you miss a video, you can always get back to the main page, and we'll have everything there in playlist that you can access there with under the ATS section. And it'll always at least stay up there for a few days under our most recent uploads. So we have got Viva Mexico in here as well. We've also got a wonderful I-10 extension here with the Raceway. If you did not catch the end of last night's video, we had an absolute blast last night. I'm going to go back and do a special little episode on that. It was hilarious. It was fun. I had a blast. So a special big shout out to Bear. He came in and gave me a link there to an I-10 corridor here through Louisiana that kind of adds a little bit of stuff. And this whole I-10 is what we're on all the way down to Florida till we hit I-75, which is going to take us south into Tampa and Orlando, which is where our next trailer load there is going. So we're literally going into the deep depths of Florida. So we'll leave out of Orlando and come down into here into Key West. Now Key West will be kind of where our journey starts since we're already on the south using the I-10. We'll go all the way up to Key Largo, stop in Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Boca Raton, and then we'll just keep digging north. Now we'll ride the 85 up, maybe come over to Wilmington. This is my home state here of North Carolina. So we got a few boys up there in Raleigh we could say hey to, but I think they're over in Minnesota, I think, actually, by the way. But anyway, we'll start there in Wilmington, and we'll just work our way all the way up through, maybe try to step into New York, see what that looks like, Hartford, Providence, Boston, Manchester, all the way up to Bangor, Maine, and that's where our East Coast Shuffle will end. So we'll just try to dig as much cargo and as much trailers, and it don't matter even if it's going to the right place. We're going to take it there, and we're going to pretend that's where we're going. So just a little bit of a recap there on what we're doing. So hopefully you guys, if you need any help with mods, I always say this, if you want any help putting any of these mods together, hey, I don't know how to do this, I don't do that, drop me a line, drop me a comment or something. We'll see if we can't address something in a future video. I've got one video done, and I'm just kind of waiting to figure out the right time to upload here in between live streams. And then I've started work on the other one. That's all going to be videos circled all around mods and exactly how to install and what to best install them with and how to do it. So anyway, let me go ahead, and I just want to do a few things here on chat. Let's go ahead and update that. Let's update streams. There we go. So that's all done. Let me get to some shout outs. So what is going on, everybody? It's great to see everybody here today. So Mr. Daniel Acosta, number uno, here in chat. So welcome, bud. First one in the in chat there. Active Mods Xbox. What's up, Mr. Chuck? Hello, how are you? Blue Type R6. Good to see you, Perrin Anderson. What's up? Foster Farms. 15 Tango Volvo action. That is correct, man. Sean Bell driving the Volvo VNL2. Awesome, dude. Markel Taylor. What's up, man? Snow Hunter. Zach Baker. Who else we got? Hayden Lockey, what's up? Colds Gaming, sup? How are you, bro? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing great, Hayden. Thanks for asking. Nathan Smithwick, hello. How are you? Zach Van Horn, my baby's doing great. Thanks for asking, man. Appreciate that. Always so courteous and kind. Eric Curtis Clark, what's up, man? Antioch Made Zion, yes, love this channel. Well, we love you too, man. Appreciate all the crazy support, guys. It has been great here the past couple of days. And couple of weeks, really. I should say probably the last month. So what's up, A&W Gaming? Jace, how you doing, man? All right, I knew you would be in here. I hope you would be, so welcome, man. Glad to have you in here. Chris, what's up, man? How are you? Anthony Fan. Subs Grub, what's up, man? How are you? Michael Travis, Game Killer 1265. And is that it? Kyle Buckman, what's up, man? James Wormsley. Just in time, hello all, LOL. What is up, man? I love the new update ANW. It is great. We're going to see some of the doubles today, maybe some FedEx doubles if we can find them. And I've also got some moving vans. So I've also got like Allied moving, we've got Atlas moving, we've got North American freight moving. So we've got a couple of really cool ones, and they actually come with their own 53-foot moving van, like, you know, huge trailers. So I'm kind of excited for that. So let's get our maps pulled up here. We're already going to Orlando, so that's where we're headed off to first here. Let me gotta move something here on screen. Hang on just a second. Alright, let's do that, and let's move everything over. There we go. Now I can see chat good and clear. Won't miss nothing that way. Trucking Legends 75. What's up, man? How are you? Back off the road again. BTS Chaos, how are you? Now, I'm going to let you know, guys, that if the volume is a little bit off, let me know. I'll try to do the best I can with it. We can maybe turn... because the engine is very quiet in the VNL, so it may sound like I'm really, really, really loud, and it's not doing anything. There you go. It's okay. I'll see if I can control a little bit. If something seems loud, you guys don't hesitate to let me know, especially if you feel something's like really out of balance. I want it to sound good, but these trucks usually are the ones that give you the most trouble. Let this car go because they ain't gonna stop. Alright, so we're in the beautiful New Orleans, and we will be taken out of New Orleans here and headed to Orlando. So Ben, I was curious, hey man, where are we going? Where are we headed? What's on the docket tonight? Going to Orlando, and then final destination, however we get there, is going to be Key West, which is the very south end of Florida. It's going to be good. It's going to be great. Got them Greers. What's up, AK? How are you, man? Are there fire trucks? Not that you can drive. You can see them, but I don't know. I know there was a dump truck mod. There's a W900 truck mod, dump truck mod. It doesn't look that great, but it works. But you really can't, you know, do anything with it. Unfortunately, there are no emergency vehicles. So doubles coming through there, Charter Man. All right, I don't know if I say I didn't even think I had some headlights on here. Alright, big old huge shipping yard. Let's see if we can... Nice. Woo. That's pretty cool. Ooh, man, this is loud. Wow. Afternoon from New Zealand. Welcome there, Owen. Appreciate it, man. Glad you came, stopped in. Great to see everybody. What's up, Nick? How are you? Rich Jamar, what's up, man? Tim, what's going on? Jimmy the Wrench. Hope you're doing well. Jimmy, give us an update there on what you're eating, man, because I'm sure you're scarfing down on something good. Welcome to Mississippi. Yeah, what stays in Mississippi stays in Mississippi. Well, thank you there, Tim. Appreciate it. I sound like I'm from Texas. Nope, I am from North Carolina. We're in the South, but we're in the East South. Yeah, I saw the school bus mod. I did, and I drove it around, and I was like, man, it didn't do anything for me. Now, if I could pick people up, I'm telling you, like, there is a bus mod, and I've got one working, but I can't get it quite to mesh up with the passengers in Mexico. If I could get that working, dude, I would straight up do a coach one. I would straight up do it. That would be fun. What's up from Massachusetts? What's up, man, from North Carolina? Longer train mods? Yes. I think it's built into maps now. I don't think it's a mod that you can download, to be quite honest with you. Panthers fan? I'm not really football. I don't keep up with it enough. Normally I would say, yeah, I mean, my mom and dad, man, they were like fantasy football all the way. They love it. They can't get enough of it. Me, on the other hand, I don't know. I just can't get into it. I don't mind it if there's a bunch of people around and it's a little bit of a party. Yeah, I'll enjoy it. I actually love the NCAA college anything. You know, I would rather watch college field hockey over watching NFL, but that's okay, you know. Oh crap! See, I hate these. It's a bad thing about coast to coast. These little flat head curves, man. They sneak up on you quick. And like it would be, I actually put extra lights on this bad boy just so we'd be able to see at night. So you're welcome. Massachusetts. Oh, that's clever there, Subscribe. I'm from Connecticut. Thanks, man. Awesome, man. Glad to know where you guys are from. Yeah, feel free if you want to go ahead and throw it up there in chat where everybody's from. I love getting to meet new guys here in chat and new people that are coming in and out. So welcome to everybody here in the live stream. Feel free to, if you're new, if you like the content there, go ahead and subscribe and hit that bell just to make sure if you want to be notified. After the last update from the last week here, I know YouTube kicked out a bunch of would-be subs, but then they were the notifications all got mixed up. So I forgot to say something the past couple of streams, and I've noticed a couple of guys that I follow just on outside, just on my YouTube enjoyment. I noticed those notifications had been cut when I saw their videos in my recommended slide. I was like, what the heck? So anyway, it kicked me out of there, off their group, and I'm not exactly sure why. So, ever you see that or sound, I'm gonna get notifications. Double check that bell, make sure it's hit up. Dalton, Georgia, New Orleans. Fresno, oh man, that's where the home base is here in the ATS. Homemade pizza, pepperoni, Italian sausage, bacon, mushrooms. Yep, that sounds like a Jimmy meal right there, man. Dillman 000 all the way from Florida, where we're coming to see you, bro. We're going to be stopping in Orlando, so we'll stop off there from Orlando, and we'll I guess we'll go down to Key West from there, and then we're just going to hop, skip, jump, and head north. And if you're curious what we're actually just pulling a couple of standard doubles in the game. For whatever reason, these are the reefers, so it didn't give me an option to put FedEx on the reefer trailer, obviously, because, you know, FedEx doesn't pull refrigerated trailers. Yeah, here we go. There you go. So pretty, you know, the usual kind of simple. Oh, and there we are coming in Alabama. That was a quick hop skip through Mississippi. I guess we wanted to stay in there any longer than we had to. Sorry, Mississippi. Snake again. I hear you, man. Yeah, I tell you, man, old Texas is they're getting pounded right now. I was watching the news earlier, and they had a little you know, they were doing a little snippet down there, just talking about how the storms just stalled over there. So if anybody's from Texas and happen to be taking the night off, stay safe tonight. I know they're really worried about flooding and all that, which the hurricane itself was not the bad part. It's all the water that came after. That was the same way with Katrina. So hope everybody stays safe. I know we had a couple of guys in last night that actually were in Texas and Corpus Christi area, so I hope you guys are doing well. I hope everything's okay. There you go. Josh is in Houston. How are things there in Houston, man? Hope you're doing well. Thing 1 and Thing 2, what's up? Zach's in Florida as well. Awesome, guys. Louisiana life. I hear you, man. Yeah, Bakersfield and Fresno are about the best places in ATS to get jobs. That's why I put my truck there. Oh, here we go in this terrible tree mode here. I hate this. I heard Florida was really good, and I heard the East Coast was really good. So I've really yet have been able to get over there. So I'm hoping this is not a complete bust. I know these curvy roads and stuff is completely unrealistic to how the real the real interstates are over here. So that's kind of the only frustrating part about this mod. It's great in some respects. I just wish it had a little more somebody spent, it would be nice if it was like a crew that was constantly updating and just starting in one place and just working their way, rather than trying to just cover the whole US with just like 1 or 2 roads like this, because it doesn't put much realism on it. So I guess we'll just do this and we'll see how things roll, see how they go. harder than FTG's brakes. Oh, that was a low blue, man. That was a low. Oh, it's good. It's coming towards y'all. Yeah, I know Houston was getting battered this evening when I saw y'all were getting a lot of the outer bands there. So I hope everything's well, man. You'll have to stop in the next couple of days and give us some updates. Always, you know, it's always terrible when that kind of stuff happens. So, wow, man, it was like 30 minutes and we're already in Florida, the Sunshine State and Sunshine Sports. What's up, man? What's our gas? Okay, we're like really good on everything, so really need anything. One thing I do like about this I-10 expansion is that the I think, now I'm not completely sure, the guy that shared this with me took everything off the comments. That wasn't me. So I was going to share it, but then he took it off. So now I'm kind of like, I wonder if he just gave it to me just so I could have the I-10, but it's not something that's been uploaded yet. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm not going to upload it because I know some guys were asking, hey, let me have the dragway. Now there is some dragway mods, but I'm thinking what I had was an update because it took me straight to a download. It didn't take me to a website. So I would share it and tell you where I got it, although I know I got it from a guy named Bear. That's all I know. So I would give him credit for it. I guess it's his. I have no idea. But yeah, I think the truck stops in there are part of what he's doing. So I don't know. So if you were asking for it yesterday, that's the 4-in-1 on that one. And there's always wildlife fires in California, man. Always. Night Friesen, what's up? How are you? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I saw that tornado, Josh. I saw it on the news tonight. I was getting it from both ends, man. Well, that's good, Game Killer. Hitting on that thumb pad too hard, man. Gotta lay off the thumb pad. Nice FedEx Express trailer there. We'll see about a trip back out. I mean, honestly, we've done the trip out here, and there was the really, really cool part there through the end of Texas and Louisiana, but the rest of it's been pretty like this. You know, it's been pretty blasé, to say the least. So I would get back to getting back into Project West and starting to add some more. I've gotten some old trailers and stuff to work, and some really cool new packs. So we'll see if we can incorporate some of those in the next couple of episodes. One thing that I am going to break back out, and that's ETS. I was going to do that tonight, and I was like, yeah, we'll go ahead and get a start on the East Coast Shuffle here. It'd be nice to kind of get something new, and at least hopefully have some good scenery here between Key West and Maine. So we'll see how things shape up tonight. Oh, there's a column in the middle of the road. Wow. Ooh, that would hurt. So we'll see how things end on that front. But other than that, I think we'll go back to, here we've got some road lighting. From that front, I think we'll go back into the West Coast. We'll start back with Project West. We'll do a few other things, and hopefully things kind of update. This is the one thing I've kind of been waiting for, is just some random updates to mods, some trailer mods. I've been looking for trucks that were out there that are getting a 1.28 update. They're just not up to date yet. And a lot of the maps, you got to understand too, with a lot of these double trailers and triple trailer mods and all these other things, they're kind of having to rework with the new infrastructure that 128 brought, since SCS brought in their own doubles. So they kind of changed the game a little bit on how some of that works. So now those mod makers got to go back in just like they would with any game and try to modify their mods, to get it going. So a trip from Florida back out west, probably not, man. Whole description, it's all right. No, don't worry about it. At least you found out. You read it later. Well, what's up, Jerry? How are you? I don't know. They're okay. All right. So there's two different ones. There's like a MHPA Mario's map. I would rather stay with the Viva Mexico map. I've never ever been able to get the other Mexico map to work. So I'm not exactly sure if it will work or if it does work, or whatever the case is. So for right now, we'll just leave Viva Mexico. They're fixing to get a 2.4 update, which will be nice. So hopefully at some point they'll have some good updates there to show for that. I know they just did 2.3, so 2.4 adds in another province of Mexico, like another 5 or 6 cities, and hopefully a lot of road network in between those. So I don't know, we'll see. And I guess their idea is to keep on going into that Central American territory. I'm not exactly sure. They got a Peru and some. It's funny, like ETS has a bunch of mods that take in South America into account, but I've never really been able to get a lot of that stuff to work. It's always real sketch how it works, and I don't know. I don't have time to mess with that. You can be able to put it, prioritize it, do it, make it work. If it doesn't work, I don't have time for it. See, the wind, I don't think I have any windmill blades in here, but ETS does. I've got about 3 or 4 different versions of them, different trailers, you know, some with the bottom, some without, and it's just basically a steerable 3-wheel dolly in the back. It's pretty cool. But once we pull into ETS, man, we'll pull all those. I got some really good trailer packs for ETS, and I've got some really good trucks too. Just got the new DAF tuning pack there for ETS, and then that is awesome. I have thoroughly enjoyed myself on that one. Yeah, there won't be no road work, not on this one. All right, let's see. Let's get us a little. So we're going through Tallahassee. So we're going to pass it here on the right. So we're fixing to get on the 75. TSM map for ETS. What is the TSM? You'll have to. The one I use is Pro Mods 2.18 is what they're in now. You know, my book, that's about the best if you want the Europe. So that gives you all the way up to the Arctic cap, all the way down to Barcelona, and then you can add in the whole Russia map. The Russia map's compatible with it. The Balkan maps are compatible. So there's lots of additional add-ons there with Pro Mods, and it looks the best. I'm amazed every time we set in with Pro Mods. It is just incredible. DeQuan Thomas staying in Tallahassee. Awesome. Well, we're there we go, man. We just passed your house somewhere. Yeah, we'll see as things get in here. We got a few cities here. We'll get us a rest here. It's already 1:30 in the morning, so I'm about halfway there. We might just go ahead and rest and get a daylight again. So, because once we get in here, I hear that there's fairly decent once we get down on the east coast side of it. So go to Orlando, and Florida's actually got a lot of work to it. So I'm kind of excited to see what's going on and how. Whoa, wow. I'm kind of anxious to see what it looks like out here. I haven't been out there. It may suck. I don't know. You guys seem like you don't know. It's fine if you don't. All right, let's see. Tallahassee there to the right. So we're going to keep on digging here and hit 75 south. Welcome to those that may be joining us. If you're curious what we're driving, it's not your typical 900, not your typical 389, anything like that. We are in the Volvo VNL 670. So this is, get a good look at it here. There we go. So we got a standard reefer doubles. And there we go. It's a good shot of it there. All right, let's pull in here. Let's go and grab us. We'll go and grab some sleep. Yeah, we can sleep here. Good. Yeah, remember, don't flip. Yeah. Come on, guys, y'all. All right, let's see. Can I think I can go straight? Yep. Go to Tampa. Yeah, we're going to actually spend some time there in Florida. So depending on how things look once we get down here past 75 and start actually going into Florida, see how things look. If things look good, then let's make us a couple of circle trips. If it's pretty bland and there's nothing out here, then you know we may just keep on digging. And I don't know if it's going to register this. I'm gonna be ticked if it doesn't. It's so typical. All right. See if we can get a weasel it in here. It's one of these, they've got a sleep spot somewhere right around here. It might be where this truck is, but if it's not, then we're just going to have to pull in the grass and just keep on digging. Maybe we can deliver off. Yeah, I don't think it's going to give to him. Alright, well, just back up and punt here. We'll go ahead and hurry the rest of the trip here and make it into Orlando, because that's where we're going, so we really don't have much longer on that. I'll turn on the bright so it doesn't seem so dark in there. And we got a nice cab light in here. I don't exactly know where it's coming from. But it does at least light up the interior. It doesn't make it look so bland here at night, which is kind of nice. Stoner wants me to play ATS until 3 a.m. I would normally play ATS if I didn't have to get up that early, man. I've got to get up super early, so I'm not going to be able to do that, man. Normally I would. Ground beef. Cheesy game killer, come on, man. Yes, pretty much our main track here will take us into Orlando. Tampa Bay will be on that left side there, catty-cornered off of Orlando. So we should be able to go as long as we can find us a job. If things look pretty decent down here in Florida and things are halfway decently populated, I don't know exactly what to expect down here. So if it looks pretty good, then we'll go ahead and continue the trip on down, and we'll see what's going on, see how it looks. Yeah, I don't mind. I'd drive a Mack. I've actually got the Mack truck. I think there's two of them. There's a, I want to say there's a cab over Mack, and then there's the other one. It's the kind of the old school, and it looks green or something. They're standard, the standard skin they have. I've got both those in there, just haven't used them yet. I've still got about, I'd say 4 or 5 trucks that I'm driving. Just figuring out the best way to use them, the best thing to use, because I do like staying in the truck for the live stream. I think that it's nice whenever I put on the title that it's a Volvo. People, if they really want to see the Volvo in a live stream, then they can come see that. If they want to see a 389, then they can wait and see one when I'm featuring the 389. I think it's a good way to feature mods too. So if you got something that's really, really good, if you've got trailer mods that are really good, any in the above, it's always a good way to feature that stuff, especially if you're going to put it in your title. That way, you know, people come in there and watch, you don't kind of get caught up in this. People don't look at it as, oh, well, he's probably just clickbaiting for this. He's probably really just driving you know, an international. And he said he was driving a Volvo just to get my click. You know what I mean? So that way, at least if you want to really see that Volvo, you can. If you don't like it, you don't have no inkling to see it, then you don't have to show up for it. So it's all good, but I think it helps keep everything nice and organized too. So. All right, going to make our right turn here off to I-75 South. New Zealand. What I don't even know, is that yeah, Milliard. So welcome in, greetings from North Carolina in the U.S. all the way down to the N to the Z. So thank you for watching, man. Hope everything's down good there. Is good down under. Yeah, we're headed right now. We're headed down to Orlando, so we'll see how much. We'll see what this looks like. See what the 95 looks like coming back up there once we get down into Key West. It'll be a pretty nice drive. I do know some of that South Florida area actually looks really good, so we'll see what things look like once we get down. Oversized loads, I've got a few in here, but I don't have a ton, especially with this particular truck. Once we do a few things, maybe I'll tell you what. Once we get off this main trip here, Maybe in the next East Coast, I've got another pack. So depending on what the scenery's like over here on the Florida side, this is supposed to be the nicer side of this. If this is really good and we continue, then I've got one more secret pack. If not, then we may just go ahead and scrap the East Coast and we'll pull it back out west and we'll do something over there between like Salt Lake City and California is really nice. So I've got one more pack that we'll pull out there, and it's got some nice oversized. And I've got one of my favorite trailers. I'm waiting on it to be updated, so maybe we can get an update on that here soon. And I've got some really awesome ones for ETS as well. Binghamton, New York. I'll have to look if Binghamton's still there. I'm not exactly sure, to be honest with you. There's our lovely John Deere trailer there for all our farm sim friends. I have yet to pull that trailer. I've yet to get it to populate inside as a skin. And it's a standalone trailer. I see it in traffic all the time, but it never comes through with me. I'm like, that's so typical. Indiana Jones Diner. Oh man, woo, that was my favorite. I love me some Indiana Jones. Great movies. I grew up on those three, man. Temple of Doom, Last Crusade, and Raiders of the Lost Ark. What about the Mac? Is that Principal? I'm not exactly sure if that's what it is, but yeah, I don't know that that's the one I have. I have the really old one. That's the one I have. It's like, it looks like a box. What are we hauling? Sorry, yeah, Aaron Jace. So we got us some regular doubles. Nothing too ridiculously fancy here, but we do have us a couple of doubles. And they're just two of the smaller, like 32-foot reefers. So I was looking for the 48s, because this Volvo's got way enough power to be able to pull those 48s. But unfortunately, there wasn't any coming this way. So we may switch skins and do one. I've got another little kind of a fun pack in here. It's like Allied movers, Atlas movers, North American movers, some stuff like that. We're getting a little bit of scenery here. Very cool. All right. Yeah. So we can turn our ridiculous bright lights off. And we're coming to some daytime as well, so that's kind of nice. What's up, Jacob? Of course you can have a shout out, man. I can bypass the wait station. 32 stickers on his right. Feels a little bit better. I'm starting to see some roads. I've got some businesses here on the side. We've got road signs again, mileage signs, all those good things you like seeing a good populated area of the map. So this might be pretty cool here. So we're going down the toll road as well, so get to see some Florida money action exchanges happening. Which way do we go? Which way do we go? Which way do we go? We're going, I guess, going straight. Yep. Hey, what's up, encrypted? Deer. Jacob, do I play GTA 5? Yes, I do play with Raptor there. We've done a few episodes. Mansoor, Nick, a couple others like Daniel. He came and joined us there. We did some GTA vids. Things have just been really busy. There's been a lot going on here. Just in the form of gaming industry itself has just been kind of on hold this summer. But GTA is actually getting a new update, Smuggler's Run. So if anybody big GTA fans out there, they're fixing to put a new update into the game. So that might be cool. We might be able to get the boys together and do a little GTA something on the weekends, even if it's just ourselves. I mean, heck, I'll stream it or whatever. No, GTA is not really on my particular, particular thing or anyway. But anyway, doesn't matter. Peterbilt to Kenworth, I have no care whatsoever, man. In the game, I like pretty much the Kenworth W900 is one of my favorites. And then after that, I'd have to say some of the Freightliner. Whoops, no, we gotta go this way. Yeah, roads are getting a little more complicated, so that's a good thing. Well, look there, we didn't even have to pay a toll. I don't believe the fight is, I would imagine it's still on. Unless it started at 9 or 10. It was a Vegas time, so it probably didn't start till 9 Vegas time. So it's probably getting ready to start, maybe. Alright, yeah, this is actually getting pretty good. What engine? Shoot, man, I couldn't tell you. I have to. It's the big one. I mean, it's the one that puts about 680 or 720 horses in it. The fight got postponed. Oh yeah, we pulled that off. All right. So look at here. This is nice. We got some. We actually got some pretty decent scenery rolling up in here. So Orlando over there looks like a. Yeah, it looks okay. Starting to get a little busy. Everybody's getting up, going to work. Waiting on the stoplight here. Pay-per-view issues. Oh man. Well, that's crazy, man. Gonna be some mad people, dude. Ooh, there's gonna be some mad people. All right. Okay. I am a little bit surprised. I have to say, I was not expecting Orlando to, you know, to even look halfway decent. Over hours of sleep. Yeah, we got a little bit left. We're once we drop this off, it's hard to pull in some of these places and grab any sleep. So once we to get up here, we'll be able to pull in and grab us a nap and get a full daytime and see if we can't pull a you know, pull a good trailer. What's up, Sam? How are you, man? It's a good game, man. It's a good sim. I enjoy it. It's fun. Multiplayer is fun, and I'm getting some nasty frame rates down in this area. I'm not sure what's jittering it up. GTA's not a myth. It's coming. It's just they're, as far as I know, Rockstar's working on Red Dead Redemption 2. And then GTA 6 will commence after that. But I mean, as far as I know, I know they've already released the release that they are going to make it. I just don't think they've started. I mean, dude, they're still selling GTA 5. It's still one of the highest rated ranked games on Steam and Xbox and PlayStation. They're still selling it for $60, and it's like 7 years old. I mean, name the last video game you played that was 7 years old. That was still actively coming out with DLC. Let's see, got a few more. And we'll go ahead and pick up some garage here while we're at it too. Nice little industrial area of Orlando. Alright. What would you be talking about there, Sean? The SCI steering wheel. Is that something new I'm not aware of? What's my favorite food? Hot dogs. Yeah, this is FTG AMA on the local Reddit here in North Carolina. Ask me anything. Now, what kind of underwear do you wear? Just kidding. Yes, so the Walmart, yes it is, so it's a company mod. So there is a mod that allows you to use company, so it changes a few things. Like the Walmart, it changes the mining company, it makes things a little more realistic on the company stuff. So FedEx is added in, UPS hasn't, they just added FedEx, I'm not sure why. But I'll show you here once we start looking for jobs, I'll show you what's kind of been modded in. Here's our final stop of this trip in the glorious Orlando. So here we go. All right. Yeah. Ooh, Okay, we can try this. It's always a little bit tough on these. We'll see if we can do it though. Oh, it's the SCI. Oh, the serial number, the DLC. I got you. I'm with you now. Nope, almost a little bit on the curb there. Just a little bit. It's all right. Yes, well, the wall bar is still there, but if you download the mod and put the mod in, it's gone. Awesome. That was easy enough there. I like those. Well, there, congratulations there, Jacob. Jose Manuel Ortega. What's going on? That's a fancy name. I like that. That rolls right off the tongue. All right, let's see what else we got job market wise. Would love to see some of these others. Let's see. Of course we got the big stuff here. All right, so we got a few containers, this concrete. Oh, of course most of this stuff's probably going to be in and around. So what else we got? Roadway. I just want something's got to go south. Something's got to go south. And watch it probably won't. Of course it would. Hey, there's an Atlas. Oh, then it's going all the way, really, all the way back to Cabo San Lucas. And I just want to go to Key West. All right, so let's do this. We're just going to take this down south. And how about this? Let's take it over to Tampa. I want to showcase the new truck. So let's grab the Atlas van lines. Alright, so we'll go grab those. And once we grab that, actually, you know what? Where is the store? Probably need to put myself there at the store first. Let's do that, because we're going to change the skin here on our truck. Alright, so there's that. We're good to go on that. Well, thanks, Sam. Appreciate that, man. I'm trying to be. Just trying to provide good, fun content. It's all. It's what it's about, man. Probably don't know if I can get around here. But I do appreciate that, guys. And if you're new here, welcome to the stream. I haven't really spent much time welcoming new guys in. I had quite a few here have filtered in over the past 15-20 minutes or so. So welcome to you guys. Feel free to introduce yourself in chat. I always enjoy meeting new guys here. And obviously, go ahead and hit that subscribe button there if you are enjoying this. We got a lot of ATS content, ETS Euro Truck Simulator 2 coming your way, and still actively pursuing X-Plane. Got everything. I feel more about 50% now with that one. I'm actually doing some custom programming there on a pedestal base, which will be fun. So we'll have full webcams and everything, display and all that. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's a lot of work setting that up and getting everything up to the operational status, but I feel a little bit closer every time I get a little bit of time to work on it. So just a few little odds and ends that'll be coming in. Plus we'll have Gold Rush will be coming in here soon. And now that things are starting to be worked on with Machine World, you'll notice Machine World is one of my my most popular uploads, and I'm thinking about getting back into a little bit of Machine World because there's been a lot of been in kind of talks with the devs, and they've really done a lot of fixing on some ideas and some stuff that the beta testers and myself had, and they've gotten a chance to really get a lot of those implemented after the rollout. So I'm actually kind of excited to get back and take a look at it. So that may be something that I'll do some recorded content for, and we'll make that happen too. So thanks for guys for coming in here and just watching videos, being active members here in chat. That always makes any ATS video makes it a lot better when you've got a lot of chat going. You guys are asking questions, talking about mods, questions of mods, you know, any and all the above. It's all good stuff. So thanks guys for being active here tonight and every night. It certainly makes the streams much more enjoyable for me and y'all. And thank you there, Undead Racer 21 there coming in with a sub. So thanks there, bud. Appreciate that. Right. FedEx. So we've got Allied, which is pretty cool. But since we're already done this one, let's take Alice. There we go. Confirm that. And we'll go pick our trailer up. I do Euro trucks in Europe. I love the Euro trucks. I don't mind the, I don't mind the American trucks, but they don't really belong over there. And I do keep it realistic, but I will say this, the trucks that I have, we've got sounds, I mean, they're literally modded to your neck. So, I mean, you're not just looking at the base game trucks, you're looking at really specialized heavy haul trucks. I've got trucks in there with you know, the ability to pull huge amounts of weight. You know, some of them are triple axles in the back, quadruple axles with 2 steerable axles. I mean, I've got some really sweet looking trucks. So if you ever see me doing ETS or whatever, come on and check that out, because you might be surprised. It's definitely not your mama's ETS, I can tell you that. All right, make a turn. Well, you know what? Let's go ahead and let's purchase us a garage. Why not? That would be a smart thing, just in case we have a crash. We can zippy right back down here with quickness. All right. Yes, I would like to buy this garage. All right. No, I didn't see that, Sam. Alright, come on, wait on the truck. Alright, better go ahead and make a turnaround. That way we just pull straight out. Yeah, the garage does match the truck. It does. I do like for things to match. I know some would say, well, that's a little bit picky, especially in this game. But I don't know. It's something about it. It makes it, I don't know, it just makes it a little bit better. Let's see. Whoop, I guess we're going to have to go. And for everybody curious, we are using the G29 steering wheel. We got 3 on the floor pedals, so we got the clutch, and we also got 6-speed here. So we are simulating the Eden Fuller 13-speed, because typically with these you don't have the full 18-speed transmissions in just these mover vans and mover trucks and that kind of thing. So. And it's pretty much the same. The only thing that the 18-speed adds in is maybe some different gear ratios, but it does add in the ability to have high-lows in your first 4 gears. Eden Fuller adds that 5th high-low, and then it's high-low from there all the way to 8. So, or you know, 13 if you're being keeping up with it. So, basically goes from 5 to 13 in high-low format. So that's why you'll see sometimes, like now we're in 7-low. That way, I guess it would be what 11th gear if you were being sequential about it. So. And Orlando is actually very big. I'm surprised. This feels good. Feels you know, that was probably a little weird. Sorry guys. There is a lot of stuff, even from my computer. It seems very laggy coming through here. So it's not your computers. If you find like, wow, this doesn't feel as smooth, maybe it's because there's just so many trucks just littered the side of the road. Like, I'm not exactly sure what the deal is. I mean, it could be something wrong too inside the map. The computer's trying to overcompensate for it. I wouldn't normally have this kind of an issue with it. So if you feel like it's a little bit laggy, it's not you. It's not you know, it's not the computer or anything. It's whatever's here on the map, because I'm having a squint. It's kind of starting to kill my eyes. Yeah, you'll have to send that one back to me there, Sam. I may have missed it. I did see the one you said about the race car, who won the race, and I think I'd answer that like I didn't know. Oh, no problem there, Jordan. Not a problem at all, man. Oh, the nose mirrors. You know what? Well, you may be right. But I normally don't have an issue with any of this stuff. Like, it would be fine once we get out. There's Nick Covington. What's up, man? Thanks for the sub. Oh, wait a minute. Christopher Thompson. Oh, man. I know what's happening. Hang on, guys. Okay, now I'm ready. Sorry about that. I must have run my mouse wheel and it jumped my sub list down. So sorry about that, Chris. Welcome to the crew, man. Welcome to FTG United. Glad to have you here. So welcome, man. Jacob, South Alabama, I hear you, man. Well, I am in basically right in the dead center of North Carolina. Alright, so here we is. Going to pick up our Atlas movie. Now, this actually is a new pack, I guess you'd say it. It does skins and the trucks match. So if you've got the Atlas skin inside and installed, then that's the one that'll come up with. Jose Alejandro Lourdes Hernandez. I love the names, guys. Those just roll off the tongue, man. I kind of at some point, I wish I had a Latino name, man. Just it sounds more exciting. So welcome guys. Welcome. No, chat's not on the screen. I just give it a break because YouTube's having an issue with actually uploading it and getting it ever since last night. I tried again today too, and it was a little bit behind. So maybe here towards the other half, you know, and it kind of sucks too because it actually helps for replayability on the video. A lot of guys like to see the chat rather than just hear me talk about the chat. So when chat's usually not up there, I try my best to kind of give the viewers that are watching afterwards a little bit of an inkling of what we're talking about and what the question is. So if I look like I'm repeating myself, that's on purpose. I just want to make sure the guys that are watching and skipping through kind of know what the subject matter we're talking about is. So oh, I hit the radio player. I was like, oh god, what did I do? Alright, let's look at it. So there you go. I mean, that's pretty nice there. I like that. I like that. It looks good. Alright, so let's do this. For you guys, if you don't mind, I will let me see. We'll see if chat actually goes up and actually works. It should. Yeah, so there's a little chat. I'm gonna move it over just a hair. That way we can get as much viewing there with everybody involved. All right, so we'll do that, and let me go ahead and redo on my output there. That, and well, see, it still didn't upload. If it doesn't upload again, then we'll have to hide it. That's the only problem. All right, there it goes. All right, we'll see if it keeps updating. Then we'll keep it up there. If it doesn't, then we'll have to take it back. So y'all just let me know. All right, there we go. Did I lower the truck? Yes, this is a lowered truck. Alright, so they've got us taking this load and they've got it taking us all the way back to Cabo San Lucas, Mexico, but we're not going to do that. We're going to go and visit Tampa, and then could move it over the steering wheel easier to read. Yeah, no. If it updates, if it doesn't, I'll keep it at, I don't know, just for me it just seems like it frames in better there. If I have to, I can move my character over to the right or left there. There we go. And what is up, Gaming Farmer? I didn't give you their proper little shout out, so welcome, man. Yeah, thanks for throwing up the FTGUNITED hashtag there, but appreciate that, man. Yeah, don't be pulling the hot dog special, bro. I'll be there in a heartbeat. We had those for supper. Kyle Busch, now blah. You know, actually, funny story, and I am not lying. Kyle Busch lives like about 700 yards from me. No lie. I'm not kidding. I was actually in the doctor's office with his wife, Samantha. Go to South Alabama. Unfortunately, you know what? And honestly, dude, I wouldn't mind going to some of these other states, but the Coast to Coast mod just does not do a very good job of modeling everything. You know, the roads leading out there and getting to there are very bland, very absolutely next to nothing. And it's unfortunate because there's a lot of opportunities and avenues for this to be like a really just a complete just, you know, kick-a mod. I mean, just really good. And it kind of falls short on a few areas, but there it does have its strong points. And actually, Orlando is actually way more populated than I anticipated on it being. So hopefully, as we continue, we're going to go through Tampa next. And shoot, I just about made a mistake. So let's, there's that. So I'm going to need to go that way, and I'm going to need to turn back around. So, all right, so this is where we're going next. So we're going to ride the fort over here. So we'll see that first. Yeah, that's what I figured. Okay, we'll have to turn around. I think he just liked the dinosaur, man. I don't think there's really any kind of big, huge special secret. I think he just liked it. Alright, so we need to get up here. We'll need to cut a U here when we can. Let's see if we can just do that right here right quick. There we go. Stop at the burger joint. Yeah, horn test is still the train, man. Yep, it's the train. I'm not sure where that sound's came from. I actually tried to change it, and it was still the horn sound. I mean, the train sound. I was like, oh. So I don't know. It did something. I don't know what it did. Yeah, we can. Tampa's really just right across. It's right down the road. I just kind of went the wrong way because it's actually sending us to Mexico and then back. So if you see the 88 hours, guys, don't worry. We're not really going to drive 88 hours tonight. I just want to be able to haul some of the cargo in some of the places that I want to haul. And pretty much like anything else in this game, if you don't have it unlocked, pretty much wherever you start, they're going to, or at least the jobs are going to want to send you the opposite way that you just came. I think there's got to be something built into the game itself. So whenever you do make a move to go in a certain direction, it wants to return you back in the direction you came from. So come on, guys. I do not have time for this. Just want to get on my way. Well, let me squeeze in right here. Thank you. Coming through. Don't worry about it. Kind of just loves burger joints. So if you're wondering kind of what we are pulling today, pulling the Alice Van Lines world-class moving. It's a wonderful line. It's a 53 foot, so it does have that extra length on it, and it does make it a lot more of a challenge. Wow! Wow, man! I am smiling from ear to ear. I'm gonna let that come up on screen. Wow! Sam Sander. Wow. I don't even know what to say, man. I don't even know what to say, man. All I can say is thanks. That means an incredible amount to me. Kyle Busch won the triple races at Bristol. That's great. Well, I answered that before. Yeah, I answered it before, and I said I actually live like 700 yards from him. So I was with his wife in the waiting room at the doctor's office. They were taking their little boy. So, man, appreciate that unbelievable amount of support there from Sam. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. And that, folks, is exactly how you super chat that right there. Wow. Totally unnecessary, totally undeserved, but always appreciated. So thank you there, Sam. Oh gosh, what the heck? Oh no, 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 no. Alright, Sam, you threw me off my game, bro. Oh my goodness, I was just sitting here looking at that going, I cannot believe it. It's great. It's awesome. And I literally just almost totaled the truck, and we ran the red light. Wow. With the red GMC, man, I gotta worry about that. Gotta worry about that. Sam up there just got me all disheveled there. Alright, so here we go. We're finally fixing to hit on the I-4. This does lead you down into Tampa. So I actually have ridden on a few of these roads. I've been to Florida a few times, so this is nice getting around on these roads. And I think I'm going to take whoever's suggestion it was. Oh, there comes a nice plane coming into probably the Orlando International there. Whoever's suggestion it was to take the front mirrors off, I'm actually going to do that because I'm looking at other places and it doesn't look like I'm actually lagging anywhere else. Like I'm looking at my stream, my preview here on through Game Show, and it looks very smooth. So I'm not sure if I'm seeing the TV thing. And there's the rain. Well, alright, see you there, Game Killer. Have a good one, man. Florida Turnpike. Woo! All right. You know, Bristol used to be my favorite. I used to go with my mom and dad because it's not too far. It's about a 5-hour trip from me. And we used to go up there at least, gosh, I'd say every 2 races they would have up there. We'd have the fall race, I believe, is the one we always had tickets to. But anyway, we used to go up there all the time, and that was Bristol was always on just the most fun favorite track. And they used to have it to where you didn't have a whole entire enclosure into it. Now it's completely enclosed, and they'd even talked at one point about making Bristol an actual dome so they could run it rain or shine, run multiple races in there, which would have been insane loud. They never did do that, but I wouldn't be surprised if they came back to it. Chat's froze. All right, well it's updated, so man, there's no telling what might be wrong with it. It's Saturday, so there's a lot of stuff going on here with YouTube, a lot of competition out there with live streams and the sort. So, you know, oddly enough, Friday and Saturday are always my slow nights, every single weekend, and I actually want to do some really cool stuff and introduce new things on the weekends, but you know, it kind of gets harder and harder to do that because it's just the slow night of the stream. I don't know why. Yes, and O'Neill Finn. Yes, I am using the G29. We got the gas brake and clutch, and also got the 6-speed there from Logitech as well. So we are at least today. I almost said we're simulating 18, and we are simulating the 13. So we're at the Eaton Fuller, and we get to bypass the weigh station, which is great. I never have to start with those things. Crazy. And if you're asking where we're headed, or what we carrying, or what kind of skin we got on the truck here, we are in the Volvo VNL 670, as the title in the description is. And we're also carrying the Atlas van, so Atlas Moving Storage, whatever company this is. So that's what we're sporting today, and we'll get you a good look here. So there we go. Started seeing traffic stopping there. Yeah, it is cool. It adds a whole level of gosh, man, it just adds a whole nother level of realism to it. I enjoyed it. The only thing that, you know, before you make a big jump into it, I've had good luck with mine so far. Now mine actually, it's only spring loaded. I'm not actually having any force feedback on it, and that's basically a manufacturer issue. So I'm going to have to move to another game, to another sim, because I'm going to have to send the steering wheel back to Logitech, and they're either going to fix it to me under warranty, or they're going to replace the wheel free of charge to me, because it would be within the manufacturer's limited time. So we'll just have to see how that works out. We may go back to streaming something else that I can play with the controller that's a little more set up for this. So if you ever see the ATS, I'll always let you know if the ATS stream stuff starts cooling down. That'll be why. Oh, man, I was stomping on it and it just wouldn't stop, so, oh well. Alright, let's see. Let's do this. Let's re-upload our output here. If it goes away, then I'm just going to hide it because it's not going to come back. Yep, and it froze out. So, alright, so chat's gone. We'll just have to deal with it for tonight. So I'll just go ahead and hide that. I'm sure some people will love that, but I guarantee you by tomorrow, it'll be all back and done and ready to rock and roll. So that's just the way it goes. All right, let's see. There we go. Is that Fuzel Khan? Fuzel Khan or Fuzil? Danny, what's up, man? How are you? There we go. Or we're using a mod. Yes, we've got plenty of stuff in here. We've got tons of stuff, really. So we're in the VOLVO VNL 70, and we've got the Atlas moving van mods with the skins here with the truck all match, and we're also using Coast to Coast. We also have Viva Mexico in there as well. I was trying to think what else. I mean, pretty much everything about this is a mod. I'm not gonna lie. I can't stand the base game. So, you know, everything that we have, most of all the trailer packs. I mean, I've even got the Euro Truck Simulator 2's heavy hauls in there. Tanker mods, we've got doubles from the actual real game, which is what we were carrying a little earlier. We had some double reefers, and those were the original doubles there from the game. But I also have the double 48s, which are pretty awesome, I might say, to pull. So if we can find a good set of doubles, we'll definitely sport those, because those are a lot of fun. Is there a mod stock? No, and I've thought about giving that some thought. And I basically come to the conclusion that at some point, I don't know, at some point I wouldn't mind doing that. I could have a base mod list, but the problem is with every series or every whatever I do, I always change it. That thing gets loud. So every time I do, I always change it, and I do something else new, and that's the problem. So we just did one where we did Project West and had a slew of updated mods, and now we're back into Coast to Coast with Viva Mexico and a few other different things, new trailer mods, new truck mods, and I don't keep those in the stuff all the time. So that's the one, that's the difficult part to kind of discern. What's up, Andrew? How are you doing, bud? Hope you're doing well, man. It's good to see you. Alright, so we'll see if we can get around the motel corner here. This is the only tricky one right here. There we go. Alright, so let's do one thing, and this was I forget who it was that offered this suggestion, but we're going to take the front mirrors off of the Volvo here and see if that helps with our stickiness inside the cities. Nice there, Fuzel. Very nice, man. Yeah, we've hauled the fuel tankers. We've hauled a few now. A couple episodes ago, we did the W900, and we've hauled the doubles, the B-train tankers. So we had two full-size tankers connected up. Basically looked like the 248s, and that was nice. I enjoyed that. I always like the oversized and the oblong loads. You know, sometimes like driving FedEx, like this Atlas moving van is fun because it's a 53-foot trailer. So all of your, you know, everything you're doing, all the turns have to be extra wide. Everything has to be extra overly compensated for. And generally they're usually heavier. So it's kind of nice having a challenge, especially if you're doing manual gears. Just trying to get up hills, trying to get started and get through traffic and that kind of thing. I do enjoy the extra challenge. And I should have waited on them. Yeah, it's average now. Most everything in ATS though is not 53 foot. So I only say that because in ATS it's not. I mean, in ATS it's not that that average having the 53 foot. Having that extra 5 foot on the tongue axle of it, I mean that adds a lot to it that you wouldn't normally have. So I mean, to me it seems a lot easier to pull a 40 whatever it is, a 48 foot versus the 53. It just feels much longer, and maybe that's because of the roads in ATS and the scaling. I'm not exactly sure. All right, so I want to take the mirrors off the front. Doesn't really matter to me if they're there, but I'm going to try those and see if those will help some of the jitteriness, because I've got plenty of computer to run it. That's not an issue. Yes, that's the only one I know there, Fazell. All right, see you there, Sam. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate the big, huge super chat, man. You're awesome. Thanks for that kind of generous show of support, man. Much appreciated. What's up, Mike Lee? How are you, man? Good to see you, as always. One of my most favorite mods and a good friend is And the Boot. I've got them all unlocked there, Zach. Pretty much this is a modded account. So it's a modded profile from... Oh, that one's backed up. Let's go to the next one. So it's pretty much a modded account just so that I can have plenty of money, plenty of access. Now, the one thing I don't have unlocked is the cities. So cities, garages, anything like that, I don't have any of that stuff unlocked. So I have to drive and unlock all of those. But money and anything else that I need, like XP for different stuff, all that, I've got access for all that. So let's just see. I just want to see. We've seen the Atlas. I just want to see here what our freight opportunities are out of Tampa. It'd be great to pull some. Oh, look at there's John. Oh, it's going up to. It's going to Wilmington. See, there's a double there going to the big ATL. But I actually would love to go south into. If I could, I'd love to get down further in here, maybe to Key West. That would be ideal. Although it doesn't look like they're going to give me anything that actually goes south except for that one. It's not a surprise there. So what is going down there? Oh, okay, so concrete beams are going down there. Well, thank you there, Fazell. Appreciate that. And see, this is the other thing. Like, let me do this right quick. Because it doesn't look like any of my Streamlab numbers or nothing is updating tonight. So that's like a it's just a typical Saturday night. I don't know. It doesn't seem like anything works when especially this stuff. I don't know if there's just so many guys out streaming. Everybody's got the weekends off. Everybody's going crazy trying to get a late night stream in for a boring Saturday night. Let's do this. Just gonna sign back into my stuff and see if that jolts everything. I don't know if it will or not. We'll find out here soon enough. Yep, there it is. It did update. So, yeah, there we go. All right. All right, 2713 in the books tonight. That's pretty good. So, at least we got an updated number now. All right, let's go back to the ATS here. All right, so let's pull one of these loads. It's concrete beams. We'll go ahead and grab those. That's actually going down to Naples. I'll get a delivery pending, of course. Let's go ahead and cancel that. Freight job, abandon. How do you get it modded? You just download it, man. Yes, Knight, we are going to there. That's where we're going. Regardless of wherever these trailers are going, that's where we're going. So let's take these down. This is a heavy haul. That's 112,000 pounds of concrete beams. This is on a 4-axle trailer. Now, this Goldhofer Eurohofer trailer is from ETS. So just keep that in mind. So that's going to Miami. So, all right. You guys can be the pick here because we can go either way. We can do the dozer crawl here on this one, or we can go ahead and pick up the concrete beams. You guys decide. I'm kind of thinking Miami because we're actually going to take us right through Naples, so we can do anything we need to do on that. And I'm kind of let's just go the dozer crawl. That's got 3 hours 40. Let's do that. I'm kind of feeling that. All right, there we go. Made the executive decision. And let's go ahead, and we got to change our skin because, you know, we're not matching. It's an absolute no-no. Dozer. All right, man. Well, we got the dozer. Go ahead, jetty back up here to the shop up here. We'll go ahead and change our skin up. I don't really have any other kind of big, since we're not doing Atlas and we're doing this dozer. We'll just put a generic color on it, a metallic color. That'll be good enough for Dad. I don't really have any. I don't have any CAD or anything like that. The Volvo VNL 670 has got like a lot of stuff over on the ETS side. There are a ton of skins and all kind of different cool stuff over there. So we'll just have to settle. How about this? Let's do a carbon fiber paint. Let's do that. So let's make it dark, and then we got to offset this with a little bit of gray in there to offset the color. And then I think we change this to white. Is that right? Yeah. Looks like carbon fiber. So I don't need it to be that bright. A little bit of orange in there. A little orange on the black. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Kind of looks mean there. Alright, so a little black on that, and let's throw a little, there we go. Perfect. Alright, and all those paints actually come off the metallic. I think I got that through World of Trucks. Need to get gas. Well, we're about half full. We'll probably get it here before we settle in for the long haul there with the dozer down to Miami. Do room for the paint. We'll keep it generic. I hate for my trucks to not match my loads. I'm kind of a stickler about that. No, too late. Yeah. Alright, so this is the bad thing about a mod like Coast to Coast, and I am using a modified traffic mod as well, so that kind of adds in a whole new avenue of just aggravation because they're not optimized to work well with one another, so you just kind of gotta, you know, you gotta deal with it. Daryl Gaming, what's up, man? Thanks for joining FTG United tonight. Appreciate the subscription. Hope you continue to enjoy the channel. So welcome to the crew, man. All right, so we're gonna pull off here in our, I believe it's Coastline Mining, where we're gonna pick up our massive dozer in here. Now it should be that most of all these, I think these wheels should turn. I think. There he goes. Take the jump. 86,000 pounds, so that's solid as a rock. O'Neill Finn or Fine. I think it's Finn. So welcome to the crew, man. Thanks for joining FTG United. Appreciate your subscriptions, guys. A lot of support tonight, financial and sub support, so that's always great. If you want to do the same thing Sam did, you can click that dollar there in the lower left of the chat box, and that's your super chat. And you could donate anything from $2 all the way up to $50. Crazy amounts of support there. I'm still a little bit smiling from ear to ear and just can't believe that. So much thanks to Sam there. He's already gone. Had to get up early for work in the morning, so. But if you want to ever do that, the offer's there. I never require it. I'm still going to continue to do the same thing I always do, but it is much appreciated when it does happen. So that's very nice you guys to even think to do stuff like that, man. Like that for me. Finn, bro. Finn, not fine. All right, Finn, there it is. You never know, man. I don't know why I'm trying to start off in 6th gear either. All right, so let's see if these are all 4 turning axles. So they are. Man, look at that. That is awesome. And they've even got it attached. That looks good right there. Good thing is about when you've got axles that do that and they turn both ways and really help push the back end of the trailer in. You don't have to swing out quite as long. They pretty much almost follow the same track as the follow the same track as the truck. So that's pretty nice. What version? Hey, what's up, Rebecca? How are you? Looks great. Thank you there. Cool turning axles. Yes, I like these. So this is a pack. You can download this. Just you can Google Euro Truck DLC trailers in ATS, something of that sort, and it'll probably take you to a mod site, and they have these in. So this is replacing our normal ATS mods. You won't see the same trailers with the Jeep trailers and the pony trailers and the pup trailer this and all the crazy different stuff. You will see all that in. You'll see just the regular the same loads there with the transformer. All that stuff will be on actual Euro truck haulers, which is kind of cool. I like that. I actually like these trailers better. They're a little bit more fun to drive, and they're a little bit more forgiving, especially in these tight city areas. So what version? I believe we're in 2.2.1. So if you go to atsmods.lt, go to maps, and you can see the newest and latest and greatest there, coast to coast. So download the very first one you come to. That's always the most recent. I always want to go the most recent when you're downloading mods. Don't go back versions ago, unless you're trying to do something and find a mod that particularly works with something else that you're trying to get it to work with. It usually doesn't work that well, so. Alright, so whoever's idea that was to take the mirrors off, that worked like a charm, so kudos to whoever gave me that option. We'll keep those off from now on. I'm not sure if they have the Iowa 80, so pretty much right now what you can see is we're fixing to get back on the 75 to go to Miami. So we got the 75, we're on the 4 to go into Tampa, so now we're going to get off the I-4 and we're going to hit back on the 75 south. And then from there on, I'm not sure where they're going to take us. Maybe the 95, so once we get on Miami, we'll hit the I-95 down into Key West, and we'll ride all those bridges back across the field there, so that should be really cool. Should be good. Oh, and looks like we've lost, maybe that's, oh, look at there. How clever. So my beacon button actually turns on the interior lights to the truck. Look at there. Very nice, very nice. Crash, no crash mods like BeamNG. You will crash, but it doesn't display anything. It just keeps up with the damage number. It doesn't really do anything. it turns on the cab light. Yeah, it looks like the beacons. So what normally you'd have beacons flashing all around you, you know, for the heavy stuff. You hit that, the beacon actually turns on the cab lights on the interior of the Volvo. So that's pretty cool. I like that. It's a nice little secret touch there. I didn't realize it did that. A train sim? I don't know about train sim, man. I usually like the sim stuff that actually, you know, you have to control and drive and, you know, accelerate and decelerate. Trains, I don't know. I like trains, but I don't know it as spending money on it, DLC and that kind of thing. I'm not sure about that. Yeah, this is the one there, Rebecca. I think this is the, well, actually, this is Aerodes. I don't know that I've seen Frank's. I don't know if his is compatible with 1.28. I think that's why I'm in this one. I think the one you're thinking, is that the 780 or 730 model? I think that's the one you're thinking about. I'm not sure if it worked. Last time I tried it in 1.27, I couldn't get that one to work. It would work most of the time, and then it would crap out on me, and it would crash halfway through the game. So, yep, thank you there, Blue Tide. So we got the G29 up here, as well as we got the pedals, all three on the floor with clutch, and we also have 6-speed here on the table as well. So we've got everything here. We are simulating anyway a Eden Fuller 13-speed. Probably should have switched that up to the 18, but 13-speed is still the same on the upper end. You just get 5 high-low all the way through 13 high-low. I mean 8 high-low. So pretty much 5th gear to 13th gear, and instead of having that extra 5, they would tack that onto the high-low. So you'd have 1 high-low, 2 high-low, etc., etc. With the Eden Fuller, you only get that 1, 2, 3, 4. It's just regular standard gearing. But it's not as heavy. It's not built for as heavy of a load as you would have if you're pulling some of the heavy haul like we are tonight. So, but it still works, especially for ATS and for this. They don't really simulate too much of that stuff too much to the T, so you can still kind of squirrel away with it. You can kind of get away with it. It's not too bad. Okay, well, awesome there, Rebecca. I'll appreciate the info there. I'll go back and check that out. It could be that it was clashing with another mod. I mean, I've got so many in here that's completely a possibility as well. Like another accessory pack or something of that nature. It could have just completely got boggled down with something else. Yeah, Neil, we're using the G29 here from Logitech. That is the shifter that we're using, the shifter that goes with the Logitech set. I kind of wanted to go with the other one, the Thrustmaster, but at the point in time, money was somewhat of an object, so I had to kind of be somewhat mindful of that one. Because that one's usually about double the price of this one. I think this one's about 50 bucks or 60, and I think that one's about double that, if not a little bit more. Hey, what's up, Michael? Yeah, no, I've not ever done the wheel cam, but the only reason that I haven't done it yet is because where I'm at is just really not a permanent spot. So I wanted to do some type of a little a mountable boom arm that I could put a camera on. So depending on what I am streaming, that could be somewhat movable and arrangeable. And right now, the setting I have is just not very conducive for that. So at some point, I do want to do that because I've got a shifter that I hope will be here any day now. That's going to, it's going to go on. So I have the high-low range split and everything there from the guy that does them off eBay. So it'll kind of double as my ETS S-carrier shifter as well as ATS shifter. So I have both of those things going, which will be nice. Just wait on some of this stuff to get in and trying to get to a more permanent spot here. Right now we're kind of in the front end of the dining room, and it's not very it's not very pretty in here. No, it's not. It's got Raleigh, Wilmington, and Fayetteville, and I believe Greensboro is the cities in North Carolina that they modeled. They didn't model Charlotte for some odd reason. I'm not sure why, because it's like the biggest city in the state. Alright, so we only got 2 game hours here until we hit Miami, which is going to be nice. I actually bought my steering wheel off of eBay, so I found a new unpackaged, you know, in the box. And for me, I don't know if it was the guy, I don't know if he bought him. He had a great seller rating, but the wheel that I got basically didn't work. And it still doesn't work. It, you know, I've had to go through a lot of rigmarole to try to get it to the point it's at now. But I'm hoping, within any luck here, Logitech's going to get everything squared away, get it fixed, and then I'll be good to go. Here we are rolling through Naples. You know, the place to grab some jobs from, so not a huge city, but I like that office building there. It's a good looking office building. I like the glass and all the doors and all. I guess they're having us. Okay, wow, alright. Well, that would never happen in real life. I could actually get this thing stopped. Nah, yeah, it was eBay. Oh, why are they so expensive? You know, if you want my honest opinion, I think they're so expensive because they go for a PS4 and they work on PC. Same with the 920, which is just the Xbox version. Anything that you do on a console that you have to pay for the licensing for, like if Logitech could just make the wheel and it not be licensed for PS4 or licensed for Xbox, then they would probably be at least 25% cheaper than they are now. But unfortunately, they don't do that. So we kind of get stuck paying the extra cost and extra price on that. All right, let's see what they've got us going. So they've got us skirting down here on. Okay, so they've got us, instead of going over the 75 over to Fort Lauderdale, they've got us hitting the 41. So we get to see a nice little, hopefully this is going to be a decent little scenic little trip here on the Highway 41 through Florida. So our final destination here of the evening will be here in Miami. So we've only got a short little while till we get to that point. So nice moon up here. We've pretty much been night driving most of the trip, which is kind of sucks. I mean, y'all know I hate driving a ton during night, but they just left us no option today. It's been one of those nights. What's up, Mean Green? How are you, dude? I'm in North Carolina there, Fuzel. Yeah, we're just an hour and 45 away from Miami, so not too much. If anybody's curious here what we are pulling, so we're pulling a big dozer from the ETS. There you go. It's good looking trailer, good looking mod. Oh, nice, Vazelle. Well, I'm not far from Charlotte. It's very cool. It's amazing, amazing where you meet, and then all of a sudden you meet people that are actually really close to you. I mean, for all you know, you could be like literally right down the road watching me stream on YouTube, and I'm like, oh, you could just watch me through the back door. No, that'd be freaky. Never mind. Alright, we'll step on it there, Zach, so we can make it to our destination. It'll actually be an actual legit delivery tonight, which will be cool. I feel like we've just been driving around aimlessly in a few of these places just so that we can finally get into Florida and get down here. At least we're going to, so after we get to Miami tonight, what we're going to do, we'll stop it there in Miami tonight. And then we'll, I think what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to take tomorrow off. We'll get prepared for some other things. We'll start fresh on Monday. We'll just have to see how I feel, because we're going to do some family stuff tomorrow, and I know it's just going to be a big day tomorrow. So anyway, let's plan on doing that, and then we'll start fresh on Monday night. I'm going to start rolling in some ETS this week. So if you guys are big ETS fans, I've got a huge modded out set for ETS that's going to be great. At least I think it will be. So you guys come on back for that this Monday. So somewhere between the lines of, I would say within 10:30 to 11 o'clock. I'm going to try to get a little bit started earlier, on the weekdays, because I know we do have kids and we've got some younger guys here that have school and some other things, and they're not able to watch. So I'm going to try to do my best to get started a little bit earlier, and then we'll see how that goes. I really don't like streaming all that at night if I don't have to. It just makes it tough getting up the next morning. So it's good here. This is actually, you know, good scenery. I'm actually kind of surprised. So we're coming into Miami, and this looks like it goes deep. So, and a few nice little oh yeah, very good. I like this. This is the biggest one on in the Volvo series. I'm not sure exactly what this one is, to be honest with you. It's the one that generally everybody puts in. We have the 6x4 frame chassis on it, but I want to say that we have the 720 horsepower is what we have in there. So it's literally, you know, pretty much strong enough to pull anything in the game, and that's kind of what I wanted. Awesome there, O'Neill. Be looking forward to seeing you there, man. I've always been on the fence about doing anything there with ETS because generally we have an all-American market, and that's okay. But you know, I enjoy it. I just love it. I mean, I went in and bought all the DLC. I've bought everything. We're running pro mods, which if you've ever done ETS, you look at my mod folder and the mapping that I have, it's insane. I mean, it's so much stuff. It's almost a little bit overwhelming. So I just kind of got back to it. I was like, you know what? I was like, you know, screw it, man. I was like, let's do it. I'm gonna do some ETS, and we'll have a blast doing it. And you know, be able to feature just something new, something outside of the ordinary from just your standard, you know, your standard ATS stuff. Man, this has actually got a lot in here. This looks really good. So we grind all the way through Miami. Grinding through Miami. That is correct, Jerry's. Projects. Yeah, ETS is better. I'm not gonna lie, it is. It's better. It's better, but it's better in its own way. There's things that ATS I think does, and the mods for ATS do better. But I think there's a lot of things that ETS does really, really, really good. And the fact that it's about 4 years older and it still feels like a more of a polished game, and there's more area to do. So I guess just as I'm thinking about all these things, so ATS new area is going to New Mexico. So I'm sure you've probably seen that scrolling across your information screens there on the bottom, or the World of Trucks, or wherever you're getting your ATS info. And the next thing is Italy is coming into the ETS world, so that'll be the next one that they add in, which will be really nice when ProMods updates in 2.20. They're bringing like 120 some cities is coming into the ETS world. Do this. Let's see some of the scenery. Tennis courts, cities over there. Wow, that actually looks really good. I'm impressed, if you couldn't tell. But anyway, Italy's coming into ETS, which is going to be cool to see that, pro mods and everything, and all the 120 some cities they're bringing into the mix. It's going to be really, really cool to see all of that really fill up the entire map. Plus, then there's a lot more there in ETS as well, just because it's been around for so much. There's tons of trucks, there's tons of different add-ons, there's tons of trailers, there's tons of maps. Some fictional, more fictional than others, but nonetheless, they're still really good. So it's just, I don't know, I enjoy seeing these games completely, you know, I enjoy seeing them always are on the forward thought. You know, they're always making new stuff, making new DLC, forward progression on the game. That's what keeps games around for a long time. Yes, Snow Hunter, there is a Hawaii map, except the Hawaii map, from what I've been able to see, does not work. Now, I've literally done it 6 ways to Sunday, and I cannot get the Hawaii map to work, and evidently nobody else can either. At least that's according to the comments. Alright, I'm just, I am very surprised. I would really kind of like to see this at the daytime, but you know, I wasn't afforded that. I wasn't afforded that opportunity. Yeah, and I don't, you know, honestly, I don't know, Rebecca. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how much more they could go. I mean, it seems like it takes them months to do one state, and they don't really add that much into it. I don't know. I don't know how long this game will hang around for. I'm not really up on this. I'm still relatively new inside of the ATS and ETS world. I'm not sure how long the first one stood around for. I know ETS, I mean, I'm not sure when it started, how long its lifespan was, but I mean, most of the time, you know, lifespans of games are not 10 years. I mean, you know, tech is going to get so much better in 10 years, they're going to run out the livelihood of the game, so, I don't know. They do, O'Neil. They do. They have their differences. They definitely have some that's good, but they definitely have some, and it becomes down to personal preference. And I'll say probably 60% of my reasoning why is because it's something that I can't do in America. You know, I like the challenge of going to the UK and trying to drive on the other side of the road. You know, like I love trying to drive a lot of those mountain passes around some of those upper Swedish areas that you just don't have those opportunities to drive. You don't have those opportunities to drive in the American side. So having all that, and having all that, it's just, I don't know, and it's just really, it's really good the way they do it. So. Yeah, I know, it would be nice. There is a cat skin, but I'm not very fond of it. Well, thank you there. Is that Deshaun Holmes? Thank you, man. Appreciate the sub. That's please feel free to correct my spelling if that's not right. Very possible it isn't, or my pronunciation of your name. There Snow Hunter goes on wanting his donuts again. Did they add? No. New Mexico did not come on the. Basically, 1.28 added a lot of things like new stuff on the graphics side. So they got new graphics side on. Whoa, okay, that truck just disappeared. So they got new lighting flares. You can see stoplights and street lights have a much more dynamic feel to them now. The wash lights are a lot more washed and not nearly as kind of fake and bright. Although there's a lot of things that are pretty fake and bright with it. But on that side of it, I'm thinking they did that and also brought in doubles and triples. So the places you can pull triple trailers, which in Nevada you can do them there. You can pull double trailers, double like 32 footers on some of the other places. The same way with Euro Truck, they did the same thing over there, and they got a nice big update. Oh, well, let's back up here. Let's look at this. All right, we kind of half called that. Kind of like wondering where in the world we're going here. The cat dozer all the way down here on the beachfront. It seems totally legit. Not donates again. All right, here we go. So let's tell you what. Let's do this. We'll drop trailer here. Let's figure out where our backup's gonna be. All right, so if we want to do, oh, okay, yeah, we can do that. Gotta plow the sand, make it smooth or something. Yeah, yeah, we'll make the best of it. Yeah, we're gonna need a Cat D7 down here. We're gonna smooth up the beach so they can have a level place to set their beach chairs. Yeah, we're gonna need that D7, man. We got a lot of beach to plow. Alrighty. Well, you know, nah, I better just go do this. go. Yeah, it's the air blimp, James. Yeah, it's the air blimp. All right, yeah, there we go. Z35. All right, let's see what else. Just for what we got coming in tomorrow. So just to recap a little bit of what we're going to do. So we're in Miami now. So there you go. See, there's the double doubles, but they're all the way back down to Cabo again. So I'd love to find something we can go down and actually make a proper delivery down. But that's the thing when you've got the whole entire coast. That's just what happens. I don't know why, but they always send you back to the direction you've came, and that's I don't understand that. So what we'll wind up doing is we'll pick up something. Let's say where was this one? One of these was going. There you go. So we'll pick up retail store equipment there. I think we can make it a double-double. But we can pick our own skin as well. But what we'll do is we'll take it down to Key West, and then we'll just turn around and we'll just go back up to 95. And then we'll come out of Florida here. We'll see what the rest of it is and just keep on digging all the way up. And we'll just see what it looks like. I mean, if it doesn't, if it gets really boring, then we'll just, I'll have to maybe look at doing some recorded areas that are really nice. And maybe drive it myself outside of stream and just kind of see where we go from there. So, but that's it for tonight. I think that's a really good stream here today. So special thanks again to Mr. Sam. He came in and with a very generous and a very nice super chat there, Mr. Samuel Sanders. Appreciate that, man. He had to go for work, but I wanted to make sure I gave him one more shout out there for his kind and very generous support tonight. So if you haven't already, go ahead. We're at 27.15, so about another 15 in the bank tonight. So thank you for your subscriptions. I think we're going to set off tomorrow, or I think we're going, yeah, it's not set off. We're going to take off a little bit tomorrow. So just keep that in your mind. We will start fresh Monday night, do a little family stuff tomorrow night with the kids and the wife, and it's my mom's birthday. So we're going to go hang out with them, have a good time, and do a cookout and all that good stuff. So we'll be back fresh Monday with a new East Coast Shuffle stream here. We'll go down to Key West to go down. I think that's going to be a really good area, so you might not want to miss that. We'll get started 10:30 to 11. But honestly, we're trying to get it started a little bit earlier if I can. So you guys just check the page. I'll try to update something to let you know. Other than that, thanks for everyone that subscribed tonight. Crazy amount of support. Thanks for all you guys here in chat. It's awesome to see you. We certainly will. We'll do that, Fuzel. That's no problem. We got Wilmington, Fayetteville, and Raleigh as the three. So we'll pick something up into that area. We'll have to go there anyway because we're hitting the 95. So we'll have to go somewhere through there. So anyway, can't really think of anything else to say except thank you guys. Y'all are awesome. I'm going to hang out just for a little bit here in chat. So if you guys want to, I'm going to see if the chat will update and see if it's going or not. I'm not sure if it is. But if it is, anyway, we'll go ahead and get things up. I'll post some music here in the background. So don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. I'll give you a last minute a last minute shout out here. And go ahead and say bye to me. Say goodbye if you want to here in chat. We'll be around for a little bit. That's it. We'll see you here Monday night. Don't forget, guys, we'll start in either an East Coast Shuffle or if we get ready to, at that particular point, we'll start off with a new fresh ETS. Have some fun with Pro Mods and just have fun with a different sim. All with the DAF tuning pack was a brand new paid DLC that came out. So we'll feature that. Will be our first video out of the gate with that. So anyway, that's it for me, guys. We will hopefully see you Monday night, guys. We'll see you. Bye.